So again, Tom and I were talking about networking. And Tom put together some information that he wants to add value to the audience, right, in terms of tips for connecting through social media. Tom actually just got an article. I think he's going to be published. He could tell you a little bit more about that. But yeah, Tom, tell everybody about where you're going to be published, right, so people can maybe find you. And then let's get into this. How can people connect through social media? What are some tips that you have?
All right. Well, first of all, I'm right now in the middle of writing a book on getting connected and how to network properly and the whole deal, and connecting to people to build your business. And the young man I just mentioned a moment ago, that publishes the Philadelphia Real Producers magazine, basically features me in his magazine. I was published in that in January, and this article that I'm speaking about now will be published in the March edition.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited for Josh for all his accomplishments. But you know what the funny thing is people connect. Today social media is so huge. I mean, Facebook is like 85% of people are on Facebook, and LinkedIn is tremendous as well. And but what we have is basically taking that as a tool is what's important. All right, because you know what, you could have, like I do. I mean, I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Right.
And you have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but who do you really know? I mean, how many of those friends that you have no clue that you ever met before, but they're your friends on Facebook, and they see your post and the whole deal. So basically, taking that connection from social media online and taking it live is where the magic begins.
Right.
All right, because that's where you could actually connect with these people, and you got to realize something. The one very most important thing that you need to know, people will do business with people that they know and they trust. All right, so through social media, you know these people, they're friends of yours on Facebook, but do you really know them, number one? And if you don't know them, how are you going to trust them?
Yeah.
So basically, creating that rapport with those people is really where the magic happens. And basically, this is the article I wrote. I'm just going to give it real quick. It's 6 tips for connecting through social media and taking it to the next level. Yeah. All right. So the number one, the first thing to do is pick the platform that you are going to be speaking about or be, talking to. So you could pick Facebook or you could pick LinkedIn, whichever you'd like to pick. It's your choice. But the reason why you want to pick a platform is because you don't want to go through who am I speaking to today? Am I speaking to somebody on Facebook or speaking to somebody on LinkedIn? So it's where you choose the platform that that you have the most value in and that you're heaviest on. So you pick, let's say we pick Facebook. All right, one of the most important things is you want people to ask you questions about what it is that you do. So when you're doing this, really you don't have to have your company's banner and your company, people want to know about you. Facebook is a tool and a social media platform where it's a personal thing. People want to know about who you are and the whole deal. So your photo, shouldn't be anything about business. It should be a photo of you, your lifestyle. It should be really all about you. Give people a reason to ask you the questions that you want them to ask you. That's number one. And number two is constantly build your audience, build your network. Your friend requests people every day. You look at different people. On Facebook, they tell you that these are the people that you might know. And the reason why they do that is because you have so many friends with those people in common. So basically, you're building your audience that way. And of course, through mutual connections. Take a look at your mutual connections, the people that you're solid with. And you might want to send out a Facebook invite to Joe and say, hey, Joe, just happened, curious. We're mutual friends with Mike. How do you know Mike? And then, hey, let's connect, see what happens. And that always builds a conversation. The funniest way to build your network too is that every day on Facebook, they send you whose birthday it is. And what you could say on it, don't say it on their wall, but say it to a personal message to them, give them a happy birthday, because on their birthday, their wall is going to be flooded with people. But when they get a private message, it's like sending them a birthday card. All right, and how special is it to get a birthday card? You feel real special about that. Number 3 is engage with your audience. Post stuff that's relevant. Post stuff about yourself. If you like family, if you like, if you like camping, if anything to do with, if you're a success-oriented guy and you like, I don't know, if let's say you like motivation, you feel like Jim Rohn or Brian Tracy or whatnot, post stuff like that, post quotes, post, just, pictures, great pictures of stuff that make people like you and know who you are. All right, so engaging is a very, very important thing. Also, you want to, very, very importantly, the whole idea for doing all this is because you want to develop your brand. Basically, when I say develop your brand, what do you want to be known for? Think about it that way. If you want people to know you as a professional, then work in that professional realm. Give advice to them. Put out something on a daily basis, but you got to realize something. Whatever you post on there, they will know that that is you. Developing the brand that you are and your storyline is very, very important. One of the things I will tell you, if you want to lose half your friends on Facebook, stop posting political. Right. Because I tell you something, half the people in this country like one thing and the other half like another, especially today, in today's world with politics. Stay away from politics, all right? Provide value, keep it interesting. People want to know more about yourself, but you just don't want to be self-centered. You don't want to show off. All right, it's very, very important. You don't want to, make people think, who does this guy think he is? You don't want to give that kind of a feeling, all right? Communicate with your audience through private messages. Reach out and introduce yourself just as if you met them in person. What you want to do is taking it to the next level. By using private messages, you are taking it to the next level. You're building rapport with them. You're having conversation, just like as if you're texting. If I was texting you, Mike, what's going on today? How you been? Yeah. You have that rapport, and then once you feel the trust is there, and you start talking on maybe a daily basis, a couple of times a week. Then you could turn around and say, hey, let's take this offline. You want to grab a cup of coffee if you're in the neighborhood?
Right.
And, I've never gotten somebody to tell me no. Yeah. I've never gotten somebody to tell me no. Like I said, social media it's a tremendous and incredible way to connect with people. If you use the tool the right way, it will build your business tremendously. Yeah. But the point is that you have to realize it's only a tool. It's not the end-all, do-all. It's only a tool. It's a way to take that and make it a connection, where those people now know you, trust you, and guess what? People do business with people that they know and they trust.
Absolutely. So Tom, tell the audience where they could find you. So you said Facebook, you said LinkedIn. We got to wrap up the show here. Tell them where they could find you, right? Tell them how they could connect with you, and then we'll complete the show, guys.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm on LinkedIn, Thomas Camarda, and my name is up on the screen. On LinkedIn, on Facebook, the same thing, Thomas Camarda. If you want to find out more about my networking events, it's theultimatenetworkingevent.com. I also have a page on Facebook and on LinkedIn, The Ultimate Networking Event. Yeah. And it's Philadelphia-based. And, also, like I said, that's basically, you can find me there, or you could always email me as well. And you can email me at my full name, #1, @gmail.com.
Great. So, Tom, thanks a lot for coming.
Michael,
it's been great.